Welcome to another Kia video, this 2010 Kia Sportage. I'm basically following from the last video. I've got the job of replacing the battery and the alternator. So I just had a quick look and it looks to be about the same. And I think the only issue is, I think these are actually water cooled. I'll just pop the bonnet. So I think it's water cooled. I just look at it's held on by a few bolts. But the fun bit will be getting the drive belt off. So I'll just get the bonnet prop on. How to do when you're holding a camera in one hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the battery off, and I showed you how I did that in the last video, so I'm going to skip all that. And I need to disconnect the battery anyway because I'm working on electrics, so that won't be good. So battery's got to be disconnected one way or another. It's been replaced, so we're all good. So as soon as I got battery out, I'll come back to you. So before I go any further, I thought I'd just test the battery. There we go, it's healthy, good battery, healthy, 100% charged, so that's good to know. Now I'll put you guys up on tripod and we'll start getting into this alternator. So the engine cover, it's held on by 10mm bolts. They're all 10mm. One's got like a torque, so just buzz all these out. That's the last one out, and engine cover lifts straight off. And I don't know what you can see. I can just see if I can get you a bit closer. The alternator's down there, so just a matter of pulling the auxiliary drive belt off. No idea how I'm going to get to that. It's going to be a bit difficult to get to. And looks like it's held on with a few bolts. I need to disconnect the electrics, and I think there's also some coolant as well. Yeah, there's coolant pipes. I think it is actually cooled by coolant. So just pull it up the tripod a moment. So there's a bolt there which I think is a 10mm. Let's have a look. I'll just grab a socket, make sure. Is it? No, it's not 10. It's bigger than 10. Could be a 12. Let's have a look. I'll just. Yeah, it's 12mm. So 12mm nut holding the main wire on, and then this connector which should just come off. So I'll just put you guys on the mini tripod. Right, I don't know whether you're going to see this. I don't want to disturb this coolant hose. But I've got a 12mm there for that connection. I'm not sure how this. Yeah, just push that in. Just push that, and it should. Well, that's a hope. Yeah, there we go. Now out the connector comes. I can move that to one side, and then the other electrical connector, 12mm nut. Managed to crack that off. So just take that nut off. I hope I don't drop it, because I actually dropped the bolt for the battery clamp. It fell onto onto a bloody rail, so I have to pull under tray off. Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to have to use a screwdriver. Just carefully leave it up. Try not to break anything, because that couldn't be good. Oh yeah, that's alright. Get that off, that's that connection off. Yeah, just leave that there. And then I've got there's another bolt at the front of the alternator, but I need to get this drive belt off. And it's not going to be easy. I don't think I can get to it from down here. And I am actually under a time constraint, but let's have a look. Just have a look at the new alternator. I mean, I think that's about the orientation. So I'm not sure how it's all connected. Getting this drive belt off is going to be an absolute pain. I didn't expect to have to I think I can just take wheel arch liner out, jack it up and take wheel arch liner off. And just having a look, I can't see much in here. Let's have a look. I think there's some sort of a spanner. I don't know if I've got all big enough. Can I? No. I was hoping not to have to jack this car up. So I may have to abort on this one. So okay. Unbolting this has been just absolutely awkward. I'm gonna stop the camera. So I've pulled the under tray off, hoping to get access to the drive belt, but I really need to get this wheel arch liner off. So, well, you can see some of this. Oh, this isn't the way. I can't get to anything. I've got to take the wheel arch liner off. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my jack with me because I thought, oh, I should be able to get to it from above, but no, I'm making mistakes, so you don't have to. So I'll have to reconvene a few days later. Today's Good Friday 2025, and I'm going away in a static caravan today. I was hoping to get this job done and dusted today, but that's not happening, so I'll abort for the day. Probably catch up with you. You know, I've got all next week off, so I'm all good. You know, I'll be back home Easter Monday, so I might carry on then, or whenever. I've got rest at week, so I'll reconvene then. So it's a few days later. I'm back here. I've got everything I need to get the wheel off. As soon as I locate the locking nut, but hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, I don't think I can get in with impact, so I'm just going to use my ratchet. And I think it's a 10. Yep, it's a 10mm. So see, crack these off. I'm probably better off doing it. Oh, not doing it one-handed. I don't know how well you can see. taking a bit of undoing, and it's out, and I assume it's a 10. Now I can't get the bolt out. Well, I can, yep, it's a 10, so that's the first one out, and I'll do the rest of these off camera, and then this panel will be ready to come out. Should be able to get to drive belt. So with the bolts out, let's see if there's any more. There's a fourth one. Oh, pretty typical. 3 up there, and I've just noticed that fourth one there. So I'll get that out, and then this can come off. I managed to buzz it off with the impact, so this should be free to come out, like so. And does that give me access to the tensioner? It does. So that's a bit of good news. So I just need to get a suitable size spanner. I think I have one. I hope it's something I've got, otherwise I'll be stuck again. So I'll find a spanner that fits, and then we can back that tensioner off. So this top bolt is 14mm. I managed to crack it off, and I think the one down there is a 12. So I'll carry on getting that out. So handy little tip, and this is a good example. As I take each bolt out, I'm going to put it in the same place on the new alternator. And then once the old one's out, I can transfer all the fixings back in the same spot, and it'll help me remember what goes where. Now I think there's probably a bolt there. I think it's only secured in 2 places. Yeah, just 2 bolts. Or maybe on that bracket as well. I think there's a bracket as well. Yeah. So there's another fix in there. I need to transfer that over as well. I think that one is 12mm. So I'll see how I go. So to make my life a bit easier, I've moved the power steering fluid reservoir. It's just 3 12mm bolts, and I needed to undo this clip. This is for the bonnet switch, probably part of car security system. Now I can get to that bolt down there, and I think that's a 14, same as this top bolt. Now I don't think there's any other bolts. I think what I'm looking down there is to do with power steering pump, so I'm going to leave that alone. I just need to undo that, and hopefully I can get this alternator out. So with the nut and this bolt removed, it managed to come out fairly easy. Now I don't know if you can see the hole down there. You see there's a flange where that square-headed bolt locates. It just stops the whole thing from turning around when you're tightening the nut. So that's them 2 off, but there might be another bolt, but I've no idea where it is. I think it's... Let's have a look. Is there anything down there? I don't think it fits onto the power steering pump. Ah, no, because I managed to move it a bit. Let's have a look. Big screwdriver there. If we just leave it enough, it should come out. And I've just got to disconnect all this. I think it's to do with cooling system. I don't see where else it's connected, unless, let's have a look. Just go back to the new alternator. I mean, there's connections here for cooling system, but I don't see anywhere else it actually connects to the engine. There's nowhere else, so I think it's just a bit stuck. So I'll just keep on having a go. I'll need to undo that. Not sure what size nut, probably 18 or a 19, and if it's more than 19 I could be stuck. It's a 21. So I'll have to use the wheel nut. Yeah, let's have a look at it. If it's bigger than 21, I'm a bit stuck. But I've got bigger impacts. Is it 22? No, not a 22. A 24. Yeah, I think I better not use the impact. It's a bit risky. I've got my half-inch ratchet. Here we go, my half-inch ratchet. I should be able to crack that off. So that's 22mm. So I'm thinking this could be an oil feed, and this one at the bottom is a return. I'll show you it better on here, but this has got an E-Torx bolt, but the original has a it's a 12mm. Not sure what size it is. Let's have a look. It's bigger than E14, could be an E12. Yeah, E12. So I've got an E12 bolt there. And this, I'm sure it could be coolant, but there's only one inlet and outlet. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge a bit later on. So I managed to crack this bolt off, which I'm sure, I think it is an oil return. Yep, that's definitely engine oil. So if we crack that, get that removed. I think it's one of those banjo bolts. Yep. Better not lose the copper washers. There. So there's one pipe to remove. It looks like a coolant pipe, and then I can get this alternator out. So what I've done with this new alternator is I've pulled this bit out, and I think it must have an oil-fed bearing or something. But if I separate these two bits, it'll be easy to get that pipe off down at the bottom, which is an absolute pig of a job. But if I can undo these bolts, these are 10mm. These are like just screws. So if I can get all those bolts out, shouldn't look too hard to get to. I've got my 1/4-inch ratchet. If I can get all them out, I can separate the two, and I can get this alternator out. So the alternator's out, and I had to do what I didn't want to do, to quickly pull this coolant hose off. But now I can get this, remove this pipe, and then it's just putting it all back together. It's all buttoned up except for engine cover and under tray. And the battery's been reconnected, so, and everything's buttoned up. All I'm worried about are these oil connections. I don't want there to be any oil leaks, so time for the moment of truth. And we've got just over 98,000 on the clock. Here we go. Time for a start up. And there we go, the battery light has gone out. And there's no untoward warning light, so let's have a look. So there doesn't appear to be any oil leaks. I think I'll just nip up that bottom bolt there. It was 12mm. But it's got copper washers and doesn't appear to be leaking. No, I can't get to it. There's no obvious signs of any leaks. Strap cover back in, so yeah, we appear to be all good in the hood. Now, I think I did spill a bit of coolant taking this hose off, and some of it might have gone on belt, which is why it's squealing. So I'm not too worried about that. So I'll get the engine cover and the under tray back on, and then we'll see about giving it a test drive. So it's time to do my tests once again. I know it's 740, so it should still test good. Okay, it's saying healthy 90%, that's alright. So we'll do a cranking test. So please start engine. Cranking test, that's good. So next I need to do is the charging test. So increase engine speed to 2,500 RPM and leave it for 5 seconds. So get up to 2,500. 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant, and that should do it. And we'll see what the result is this time on this new alternator. So press enter to continue. Charging test normal, we're all good. Excellent stuff. So this is a confirmed fix. So I've still got the test drive to do. I might do that off camera. No, I won't do it off camera. So I just need to get myself cleaned up, get everything put away, and we'll do a test drive. So there we are, it's all buttoned up, all ready for test drive. Get me a seat belt on, which would usually help. Go to the nearest petrol station, which is a Tesco. I'm somewhere in Bradford. I'm going to say where. It's a big city. And we're all good, no lights on the dashboard. And the test confirmed the battery and alternator are both working. Which is what you expect from new. So, like I said, this will be a good test drive. We've got to put some diesel in Emma and Callum. So, like I said, I'm going to the nearest petrol station, shop for the diesel. And then I'll be taking that old alternator back to Champion Motorspares because the old one's got to be returned. It's, you know, it was bought as an exchange, and the old one will probably get remanufactured. So it probably needs new diodes or a regulator or something. I think burns were alright, and that pump, that thing on the back of it, I think it's an oil pump of some sort. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's got but strange alternator, but that's Kia. I thought it were cooled by coolant, but there you go. You learn something new every day. So what I'll do is I'm going to end this video here. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't think there's anyone done an alternator on these 2 litre diesel Sportage. So as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.